first and second, the other team bunted, and my first and third guys crashed. In that scenario, should third have stayed in position in hopes to get the lead, or the play's always to one? We're losing and had no outs. Thank you for all you do. Coach Adam, great question. First and second, nobody out. We always run a bunt defense. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it red, white, black. But our third baseman is always going to be the hard read position there. So what we do is our first baseman crashes hard, our pitcher crashes hard, but our pitcher is also crashing towards the third base side. Our third base has a hard read, which means they're going to be up on the line. They're going to be up, in front of the third base bag. They're going to be close to the foul line, and their only job is to read where that ball is bunted. Because if it's bunted hard right at them, then we have to go in, we have to make the play and get the out at first. The offense's job there is to try to get the third baseman to field it. But again, at younger ages, kids don't really have the control yet, so they're bunting balls all over the place. The third baseman's going to hold. If it's a great bunt by the team, third baseman's going to have to field it, get the out at first. If not, the pitcher's going to cover the third base side, the first baseman's crashing, shortstop's covering second base is covering first, and ideally as a defense, we're going to try to get that force out at third base. It's one of those tough situations that I think you have to just work on in practice. Teaching your third baseman, to read the pace of the ball, read the angle of it. Another thing is knowing who's the pitcher at that time, right? Because if I have a righty on the mound and he throws and he falls off to the first base side of the field, he's going to have a hard time covering the right side. If I have a lefty and he's falling off, it might be a little bit easier. Also, lefties can field it and they're already facing the third baseman. Righties are going to either have to turn it into a backhand or pivot around the ball. That's a tough one, but I think first and second, nobody out. Almost every team in the country wants to bunt, and they want to bunt the ball to the third baseman. So our job as a defense is to hold our position as long as we can, unless it's right at us. If the pitcher fields it or first baseman fields it, the catcher's kind of the quarterback out there, and he sees the whole field. He knows, what kind of a jump did the runner on second get? How far is he from third base? Can we go 3-3-3, or do we just want to get the out at first and go 1-1-1? But on the flip side, if you're bunting first and second, nobody out, let's try to bunt that ball hard right at the third baseman.